Hello and welcome to another episode of Beer Man's Noble Beer Reviews. Today I have another beer from Burial Brewing Company, but this isn't just from them, and they're out of Asheville, North Carolina. This is a collaboration with Heater Allen, which is out of, I know they're in Washington, but I don't remember exactly where in Washington, if they're in Seattle or not. I know I'm not saying Seattle's the only city in Washington, but I know a lot of the big breweries are in Washington or in Seattle, so that's why I said that. But I don't know, if you're not familiar with Heater Allen, they're like 100% just lager brewers, which I think is great because I just like drinking that stuff. I've never had any of their packaged stuff before. I've only had it at like festivals and stuff. And even not that many times. They were at the Lager Festival that Resident Culture did last year, which was awesome. I tried everything that they had on tap because I had heard so many good things about them, and they were all great. So I'm pretty excited for this beer because Burial, any of the collaborative beers that they've been doing, the lagers have always been, if they're with other good lager brewers, they've been really good. And Burial makes some good lagers in their own right. This one's called a Damn Fine Time Heavy Lager Beer, which is kind of a strange name. There's no other description on the can. It is 5.0 ABV, so lager beer is obviously a pretty vague thing. So I'm really not sure what we're gonna get here, and it's probably for the best. So we'll see. This is probably a little older than I should drink it, but I have kept it cold the whole time, so I have faith that it's pretty nice. So it is slightly cloudy. I mean, you could definitely see through it, but it's not like completely transparent. So it kind of looks like a Keller beer. Excuse me. With a small white head. Oh, that smells really nice. There's a lot of like hay and orange peel, a little bit of like perfumey herbal hop character. It honestly just. It's actually been a little while since I had a nice clean lager. Because honestly, just lately I've been going to shares and that kind of thing where it's just all these big beers, and I get tired of that every once in a while. This smells really inviting. Oh, that's good. It's very fruity, but not like obviously not from an ale yeast like type of thing. But I do get more of that like orangey character that I was getting in the aroma. There's almost like some cantaloupe thing going on. Really nice. Like dry, lemony finish. I mean, yeah, this is definitely more along the lines of like a Keller beer or even a Helles maybe. Because it does have like hoppy flavor. But it's also very bready and malty. And it's actually like probably crackery more than bready. But it's like I said, it has a lot of hop flavor. Not like tropical, like juicy hop flavor. Just like noble, like grassy, earthy hop flavor. But the bitterness level is like very, very, very low. So I don't think I would call this like a traditional Pilsner. And they're not calling it that either. It just says lager beer. So, it's not like it's mislabeled. But really, all the flavor points really are traditional Pilsner. But the bitterness is like so much lower than what I would expect out of one. Yeah. Damn. Uh, Now I'm like trying to rack my head to think of. So they were doing. It was a different. It was like a series, so it was different than this beer. Burial was doing lager collaborations with a bunch of different breweries, and I was trying to get all of them. Excuse me, because they did have one or two when I went to Burial one time, and they also got distributed a little bit in to Salud. So I bought one or two there, but I know I missed a couple too. There was like a smoked beer with Three Floyds. I don't think I got that one. Uh, but the one that they did with Fauna Flora was actually my favorite one, which I thought was interesting because I mean Burial makes some good lagers, so does Fauna Flora, but they're not. Neither one of them are as known for them as like Heaton or Allen is, or I think they did a collaboration with. Now the name's escaping me, but the Lager House in it's in Colorado somewhere, and now it's driving me crazy that I can't think of what it's called. But I'm sure if you're watching this video and you know a lot about lagers, you probably know what the name of it is. I just can't think of it right now. I think they did one with Live Oak, which is another one of the best lager brewers in the U.S. So I was kind of surprised that the Fauna Flora one I liked it best, but that one was just awesome stuff. And I don't know, I don't think I like this one as much because that one was almost like it was darker than this. It was like a Vienna lager, but it was just like so rich and like nutty and caramely. It was just kind of a unique thing. This is just as good in quality. It's just I kind of preferred that style at that point in time because it came out in the fall too, so it was perfect for that. But this is one of the better lagers I've had in a little while. And it doesn't have any of that like white grape character that I get out, like that sweet. It's usually like a sweetness thing. It's like sweet white grape character, and I think all like these lighter pilsnery lagers have that kind of thing, but it's the hop schedule that kind of tampers that down a little bit. And I think it's probably a combination of bitterness and flavor. This, like I said, isn't that bitter, but it has a good amount of hop flavor, which I think is kind of overriding that. And it's at 5%. I mean, that's basically what I would expect for this. But the body is very, very substantial. It's not like watery or light at all, but it's not, it's not under attenuated or like thick for a lager either. It's just perfect for what it is. So yeah, I don't know if there's anything more to say about this one. Think this was a one-off thing, and it came out like 6 months ago. So, of course, on my scale of buy, drink, dump, I'm going to say this is a buy with the caveat that you're probably never going to be able to buy this, and neither will I. Unless you find some random bottle shop that still has cans of this, which I wouldn't be surprised if there was some, because a lot of people just don't buy these types of beers. So if you see this video, sometime in the near future after I post this, and you see this can and you like lagers, buy this. It is fantastic. But if it's held up this long, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it holds up for a year. But again, I bought this fresh, and then I put it in the fridge for like 4 or 5 months. If it's been sitting on a room temp shelf for that long, I don't know what's going to happen. But it's still probably only going to be like $4 or $5 a can. So I would say it's definitely worth it to take the risk because this is a really, really great beer. Yeah, I can't think of anything else to say about this one. So I think that's all I have on it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I look forward to doing the next one. Thanks.